Okay, welcome to Lessons in Tanya. We are learning our weekly class. We are holding by chapter 30, Perek Shloshim. Thank God we are making some headway week by week, even though there's chitas and Baruch Hashem is also to learn, and there's been a lot of spillover right now, like we've been Sata D'Shmaya Gedola catching up with each other. And we are the week of Purim, special weekend ahead, Purim Shavua. Also, we just passed my wife's Yom Yoledet, which also came out, Moshe Rabbeinu's Hilula Yom Yoledet and his Yotzai, and together with my holy Rebbetzin, Masha Bas Chaya, Masha Bas Moshe Shimon Alevi, we're going forward. Should be blessed with everything good. And Bez Hashem, myself, Purim Shavua weekend is my Yom Yoledet, Mamish on Purim. Eliezer ben Chanaliba, which we zocha to dedicate our learning to the refuah of Ari's father, and also to Hatzlacha, Mishpachas Goldsmith, in all the different ways. Sometimes we need to daven for ourselves and dedicate for ourselves, for our kinder, for our future. Feeling a bit low, honestly, right now, Baruch Hashem, and this is because we're Erev Purim. We just were lochim with Amalek, Mechias Amalek. We had a beautiful sugya today about how until we get to the times of Menucha, you can't really celebrate the Mochama, the Hatzlacha. So we're still waiting for that Zman of pure Menucha, not just the beautiful Shabbos that just went by. We had the merit to dance together with many Bochrim. We'll use that for the cover photo, because we want to be Sameach, Am Yisrael, Tamid, always Tovlei Mishta Tamid, as we mentioned many times, Shvisa Shenik Tamid. We have to all the time look at Dirshu, Hashem Tamid, was Sika Hashem, and to be in the Indian of Tamidus, the Korban Tamid, the Avodah of Tamidus, the Shtavus. This is the way we're going to learn Tanya with the Derech of Tzaddikim. Mordechai is Lamata, but Moshe Rabbeinu is Lamala, and we're together with Shlach Kodesh brings down. We're going with the Or, Parshat Ki Tisa. We already see more draw hinted to in Moshe Rabbeinu's Torah. The Torah of the Chumshi Torah. We already see Mordechai in this week's Parsha, Ki Tisa, more draw, part of the Heilige Keturis, the Besamim, the Reach Nechach Hashem, the Reach that fills up the whole of Yerushalayim. As we said already many times, Yerushalayim is Pashet, Kedushas Eretz Yisrael to Efrat, where we are sitting right now in Shad David, and we have in mind everyone in the world to be Zoch to Kedushas Eretz Yisrael. V'hinei be'emes gam shehi m'choymem ma'or b'tiva v'panosahi l'ayos miyoshvei koines kol yom. So we're just learning already Zayin Ada, Yud Zayin Ada, here over here in the Chitas, page 396, Lessons in Tanya. In truth, even though he's extremely passionate by nature and whose livelihood obliged him to sit all day at the street corners, Ein lo shomitz nasis al chatov, has no excuse for his sins. Why? Mikri Rasha Gomor Asha Ein Pakad Elikim Neged Einav. We were learning last time, and he's termed the Rasha for not having the dread of Hashem before his eyes. We have to always have Shvisi Hashem Negdi Tamid, the beginning of Shulchan Aruch, as Zoe states, and we have to in our door with the telephones, with the whole nisyonis of the telephones and different inyanim that we're dealing with, the complete breakdown of values and Kedushas Am Yisrael and Tahara and the awakening through Zion, another different Zion, the 7th of October, the Am Yisrael waking up. Ki haya apek l'moshe al ruchav tavasa shebeliba p'nei pachad Hashem v'ruah kol masav. He should have controlled himself, restrained the feeling of Zion's heart because of the fear of Hashem. He sees all his actions. So even when we're in a lower state, we have to be mechazik. We have to know this is the cutness before the gadlus. You know, personally, I just had the schus to be Mekayim, the Moach Sholet Ala Leiv, Baruch Hashem. Hashem gives me the schus to help Alexander Clare, Rev Alexander, I think his name's Alexander Yosef Zusha. I don't think he'll be listening to shir, but anyway, I have opportunities to share some beautiful videos, footage from Motzai Shabbos that I booked for him, Columbus, Ohio. I only just shared what the musician shared. I didn't share anything else. And one of the reasons is because Mark Charlotte Leib, because I know he's very sensitive to the kind of branding and social media. And as a Unity Bookings, part of my professionalism is to try to work on myself to not share things without the reshus, without permission from the artists themselves. And Be'ez Hashem, I'm going to go weiter with that Amunah, with that Moich Shalat Al Alev, because that's something hard for me. As Sadiq says, I was listening to a podcast, the Relatable People podcast, Yeah, we have to keep things relatable. And Baruch Hashem, but they were at my house. They're one of the beautiful neshamas there, my floor. They also bumped into my sons after Motzai Shabbos. They were at the Koso after my sons were just by the Sadik of Simon Zilberberg and by the Ton the Rebbe. They got a few apples, and they went with my three sons. And two of them went then further onto the Koso Maravi, and they bumped into these beautiful souls who were at my home and continued at the Koso. Baruch Hashem, the idea that being relatable, sharing these inyanim, and to bring the inyan of Moich Shalat Al Alev to all the way through your life. And this is the truth of the Mitzias that Tanya is bringing down, that we have the ability to be Moich Shalat Al Alev, and that we have that koach to be Sadiqim, and we have that koach to be Beinanim, and to be Sholet on ourselves. This is the Tekufa, the Mochomas Hashem. Truly is a great fierce struggle to break one's evil nature, which burns like a fiery flame for the fear of Hashem. Indeed, it is a veritable test. Every man ought to weigh and examine his own position according to stand his place in rank and divine service. You have to realize, like when I mentioned these Bochurim, these young men with the podcast and my own children, it's a time where the Eish of the Yetzer Harah is bored. My Yetzer Harah is not like theirs. I mean, I have a different, maybe more subtle Yetzer Harah into Gaiva and Kina. Their Yetzer Harah is mamish tivers all day, and they have to fight it, misgab and Moich Shalat Al Alev, and they go to holy place, go to Tzadikim, go to Shabbos Tish, like our Shabbos Tish, Shalasudas, singing the Gunim, and Freilach, and we daven Marav together, and then we go to the Koso Maravi, go to the Mokum HaKodesh of Eretz Yisrael, the Mokum Beis HaMikdash B'Kor of Mamish. This is it. It's whether he serves God in such a way requiring continuous struggle in a manner consummate with the dimensions of such a fierce battle and test as the Kal Shabakabalim. And we've been talking about this Kal Shabakabalim, these low-level souls, seemingly, that have, even though on the Pnimis they have the highest level connection to Hashem, because everyone has a Chelek Elokam and Mamish, and as Rosh Shlomo was saying, this concept of Mashiach is a gilui of Yechidecha, this Madrega of unification that we all have shaykhs to, but still, down in everyday life, we're fighting a battle, and especially the lower level souls, the ones who seem as lower level souls. In the realm of doing good, and that was something that Manis Friedman said to me over a whole controversial situation that happened between him and a video that I put out, and he kept saying Asitov, he didn't focus at all on the Samira. And it's a big cloud in Chassidus, Asitov. What's the serve Hashem of Kavana? And to battle the evil inclination, keep sharing the light, to pray his soul before Hashem with his entire strength, Ad Mitsui HaNefesh, to wring out his soul. And this is a ruchnias avoda, a wringing out your soul. Yeah, this is on Sifri, on Devarim, and Tehillim as well, Namidaled 15. These are Psukim, this is Avodas Hashem, that we have to wring out our soul in Avodas Hashem. Excuse me. Im Gufa v'nefesh b'hemius shaboy. This Pasha read both before he prays. He must wage a great battle on his body to be here for Mincha, to be here for Marav, to be here for Shachar. It's on time. Kavana, Mohammed Satzuma, to have Kavana, to not just daven, but not just be a robot and turn up to Shachar, Mincha, Marav, because it's you're a firm guy. But to do it with Kavana, with the whole ganze heart, the ganze Shefa and Ashpaz, Toivus, and all the Nefesh V'Elakus, it's in each of us. To fight this Muhammad, to come and daven this Patei Sham, the Bat Sham, the Kachasam, the Ka'af Kodim, the Tefillah, Shach Tzaris, Midei Yom V'Yom. He must wage a great war against his body and another soul within him, which what? They impede. This Nefesh Bahamias impedes his devotion, crushing and grinding them like dust every single day before the morning and evening prayers. V'gam b'shas tefillah liyigia atzno b'yigias nefesh yigias basa k'mosh kosa kaman barikus. Also during prayer, must exert himself in exertion of the spirit, so the spirit should not grow weary of the lengthy contemplation of the greatness of Hashem. Because remember, with Chabad, it's about his bonus and the godless of Boyer. Yeah, we're learning Breslov, Rabbi Nachman is bodedus. Each place has its avoda. Each time, each avoda is important to Hashem. And Baruch Hashem, nowadays we try to serve Hashem with all the different paths to give our heart to Hashem, to give our moach to Hashem, to be insponen and to speak to Hashem with emunah, with intrinsic emunah, with deep feelers for Hashem. And Baruch Hashem was okay to Makayim this choshev, and this is brought down in chapter 42 of this Tanya. We have to really try davening for good achanas, to make good achanas, good preparations for davening, to put time in to learn. And we know one of the things for many years we used to go to mikveh and used to put in time of learning before davening every Shabbos. Shachris here we have Baruch Hashem and Mei Shaloach, and then we get to go to mikveh. Baruch Hashem Halabayish to get up early enough. My wife give me freedom like back in the day to go to mikveh. Baruch Hashem. Now my vote is more shalom bias. Fix up all those years where I wasn't really so available. Baruch Hashem. Each person according to his situation. Anyone has not attained the standard of waging such a strenuous war against his body, has not measured up to the quality dimension of the war waged daily with this lower levels against the evil nature which burns like a fiery flame. So that his powerful evil impulse be humbled and broken through the fear of Hashem. These are madrigas, Baruch Hashem, that people don't really, but on a panimis level, we're all doing it. There's this high level gilui that we're looking at, Baruch Hashem, and yes, and I'm right tonight. For example, I'm meeting with Levi Robin and his management, excited to be able to, Be'ez Hashem, to do that avoda, and ends up being this time. Yeah, that's fine. So that was, yeah. Yes, we are the Veil 6. It's in how long? 40 minutes. So we get to serve Hashem and talk to Levi Robinson. He's a very sincere neshama. Get to work with him, unity bookings. Purim Parshat Hashem, Kain be'inyan a brachas of Muslim called brachas ne'enin a mitzvahs kavana. So too one kavana is great after meals and benedictions. Those said prior to eating. Those, one of the things when I had kavana to learn Tanya today, because I usually like to learn with people. I had kavana to learn to have koyach, to have this meeting. Maybe Robinson, I feel he can be mashpia on the shamas. And I knew that I needed to fill up my soul with some chassidus, to have the simchas nefesh, to have, even as the person who was speaking with is also named Simcha, to have the energy, the kochas, to be inspirational in the booking sense, to motivate someone like that to want to be mashpia more, because he has a koch, he has a gift. And I believe that we're way underplaying our cards on Yisrael. There's so much we can give to the world and to all the goyim, and we can go all the full way to bring Mashiach, as Shlomo was saying this morning, to Asay Tov all the way. Ein tzarich lomer kavanas a mitzvah l'shman. Not to mention my intention performing a mitzvah that is done solely for the sake of mitzvah. Has to be the sake of Hashem. We're learning Torah right now. Rotzon So we're trying to keep up with Daf Yomi, for example. When you push yourself to learn a little bit more, listen a little bit more shirim. For to study a fraction more than one is one entails but a minor tussle. In there, the paralyzed not bears compassion with the war the cow should become against his evil impulse, which burns like a fire. He keeps bringing up these low-level souls that have to fight with all their energy to fight these. They really end up becoming the highest level because they're melochim tamid. For this avoda, fighting the Yetzer Harah, we have to push ourselves. The mikri rasha goma im einam minatzach Yetzer lios nachna v'shbam pnei Hashem. So he has to machnia this. Otherwise, the Rosh Hashanah, there's no choice to subdue and crush this Yetzer Harah, this evil inclination before Hashem. And that tremendous effort that he has to make, that fire that he has to fight within. And Mali Bechinas Sumera, Mali Bechinas Asay Tov. What is between the Katsu turn away from evil and do good? Yeah, by learning Torah and davening, and not just fighting off the Yetzer Harah. Kol hi mitzvahs hamelech hakodesh yochid miyuchad baruch hu. In the end, both are commandments of Hashem Yisbarach, the Melech, Malchei HaMelachim, the Yochid Miyuchad. The one is unique, and came b'shar mitzvahs prat b'davish shemamen. Kai amor avodas tzedakah kai gavna. Just like giving charity as well. So the main point, we have to go down Morah, but we have to really be like him with our Yetzer Harah, b'shleimus, and not to feel that it's just whatever. And so in the end, we're standing in front of Hashem. This is what we're here for. We're here to serve Hashem and take Purim, time of this Alice awakening. Big Gadlus is coming, big Simcha, Gedolah, Purim Mishulish, Purim in the whole Welt, on Yud Daled. This year, on this Lav Shishi, is Purim in the whole world. Yesod is Mekudesh Mitar V'Dekayach Purim. It brings down refuah, it brings down tshuva, it brings down healing, tshuva, hava b'simcha. And we have to be Mavakesh Hashem this Purim. We have to seek out Hashem, really daven, really Megala, the aura, the Megillah. The Megillah is waking up the world. It's the Shofar Gadol, it's the Halav V'Hodah, it's the ability, the Daled Mitzvahs of Purim. We mentioned, you don't say Nissim on your Mishon, Motzai Shabbos in Yerushalayim. Masakin the halakha that we were learning this last week, we should go over the halakhas there. We don't say Al Nissim, because the whole Metzias is we get to Madrega after Shabbos of Purim Mishulish, and after 3 days of Purim, we're already in a Bechina of Al Nissim, we're already living Al Nissim, we're in a Matzav of Al Nissim. So we don't need to daven it, because we're living with the Metzias of everything is Hashem, everything is a Nes, everything's Hashem Yisbarach, and that's the Gilui that's going to come, and Mashiach, Yemais HaMashiach, and Mashiach Sekenu, and Shizok to Purim Mishulish like never before, Shizok to Mashiach Megala in our hearts, and our family, and our friends, and all Kol Yisrael, with Shefa and Brocha and Aslacha and Amunah and Simcha, and overcome all these Muhammads with Aslacha Gedola, and Hashem should have Nachas Ruach from all Am Yisrael and the whole world doing Tshuva b'Simcha b'Meher v'Yimenu. Amen. Thank you for listening. Share the light of Motzai Shabbos, the Purim Simcha that we already brought down, and bring it into the new week. And this week should be blessed with Ki Tisa, which will elevated mamish, and elevate all the nisyonis and all the milchamas and all the challenges to Hashem Yisbarach b'Korah mamish.